Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading about random shift. This is a general or collective reading, so parts may or may not resonate. Take what works for you, just leave the rest. This is also a timely reading, so if you're watching it at this time, it's the perfect time for you. Having said that, if it has been a while since I posted this, what was going on in your life back then? That could give you further clarity as to your situation now. So for the underlying energy, I did a little meditation here just to speed the readings up a little. And this is about the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is talking about, one of four queens in the minor arcana of the tarot. And she is considered the coldest of all the queens. She is cold because she's been there, she's done that, she has the t-shirt, and has zero desire to put up with bullshit. She does have her hand out, so she's talking about she's willing to receive what she wants, what she deserves, but she's not willing to put up with any more bullshit. And this energy is talking in her right hand. She has this sword, and she's ready to wield it at a moment's notice. If someone comes into her incorrect with a bunch of bullshit, off with their heads. She longs for the days of old when she could do that. And this is talking about her having her head above the clouds and being ready to, have clarity of her situation, what she's willing to put up with and what she's not willing to put up with, where she wants to go, how she wants to move forward. And so we have this energy here. The Hangman, I feel that she's cranky like that because she's been here for a while. The Hangman in traditional tarot, hangs from the tree of knowledge upside down. And this is to gain perspective, looking at things from all angles. The Hangman in my oracle, Tales from the Vector, this is courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light, is this beautiful dragonfly. And she's doing a headstand on an echinacea flower. So she's talking about how this can be really healing energy, being in the Hangman position. But if you're sitting in this energy too long, then and getting cranky, you've probably been stuck there for a while, and you want the energy to move forward. So dragonflies are intimately connected to dragon energy, and they embody the power of flight and the mystery of mastery of life on the wing. And so they have a lot of unique flight characteristics that have been used in the biometrics for the building of helicopters. They can hover, they can perform complex aerial maneuvers, and they can also go up and down in vertical flight, straight up and down. So this is talking about being able to live life on the fly. And the Hangman is saying that you're tired of being stuck. Maybe you've been waiting for some clarity on something, or you've been through something that was really challenging and you're just tired of the energy. You're wanting to move forward. You want to be happy again. That's basically the energy. This is representing a mental prison. So this is talking about you're getting there. This card is talking about a mental prison, basically. There's nothing holding this person here except their thoughts. They could move physically forward, but they just don't feel that they're able to. So, the swords in tarot represent the element of air, and they represent your thoughts. The swords are mental intelligence and discipline of your mind. And I feel like at one point there was way more water here. So and the water in tarot represents emotion, and I feel like you've managed to get through now 7 of these 8 thoughts and are have worked through the emotions of that. I feel there was way more emotion, but you can see her right foot is now on dry land, and that's talking about ready to take action and move forward. And her left foot is still in this puddle here. And the puddle is shallow though. So it's not saying you have shallow emotions, but it's saying that there's way less emotion attached to the situation. And maybe that's what's keeping you duty bound here. It's like this is an indication maybe you don't want to see the full story, or you don't know what to do. Like you can't see a situation or a solution that isn't going to do harm to someone, like to people you care about. So this could be something that happened. Sometimes, like, this is talking about putting these thoughts behind your back. And I feel like now there's just this one thought, and she's ready to move forward, cut herself free, take the blindfold off and say, okay, I have to do what I have to do. And sometimes being duty bound can mean that you know that the decisions that you're about to make are going to hurt other people in some way. But it's the only solution. You notice that her castle is in the background there, and she has her back to it. So this could be talking about having to leave people you love. That could be your family. It could be, your spouse or some sort of energy like that. These also could be the thoughts of other people that are talking about what's going on behind your back. And then we have this information, the Page of Swords. So there is some communication coming in, or has just come in. And it seems to be talking about Pentacle and like about putting you in this energy after you hear this, like things start to get better. So perhaps you receive information and then that allows you, okay, this is the decision I'm going to make. The Page of Swords is representing communication, information coming in regarding thoughts in regarding this situation, basically. And the Page of Swords it can be like a breath of fresh air. It's like an aha moment where you're like, oh, I got it. It can just be coming from within you. He is not looking at the sword. He's the only one of the pages that's not looking at his element, because he already knows logically what the question is. He's looking for a creative solution. He's thinking outside the box and using his intuition as well as his logic to come to a creative solution to solve this problem. And this is the best. I feel like you can see like the movement under here. It's almost like waves. And I feel like you've been on this roller coaster, and now this information comes in and it's like, okay, now, whatever this information is, it propels you forward. Okay, I have to do something now. And the pages, they would work for the king and queen, delivering information and communication within the palace walls. They would be very young, like around 7 to 14, depending on how mature they were. Back in those days, people only lived half as long as they do now. So, the life expectancy was that. And so this is talking about, this would be a real coup to be working for the palace, much better occupation than most people would have, and a lot of prestige, from it. He would be receiving an education, dressed in finery, all of that energy. And then when he was 21, if he could afford a horse, he might even be considered for knighthood. And this energy, this is significant because quite often when the page delivers information, it might be about information from when you were younger, like from your original family. So this could be from something about your original family. It could be like when you were in elementary school, high school, or even like just, starting college, going into the workforce, some around a time when you were under the age, an adult, around the age of 21. Something occurred, and maybe you don't know the whole story, or it's been hidden from you, and that's the gist of what this is. This could also be someone that is this age group, under 21, and it causing, mental stress for you. So it could be that type of energy. Some sort of information came in, and I feel it just struck you cold. Like it just feels like I could just feel the energy. It was like devastation is the word that I'm picking up. And it could be maybe like if you have children, it could be something that happened to one of your children, and it just made you go cold, like your blood ran cold, basically. That's the energy I'm picking up. And this is talking about the energy here. It's after this information comes in, the energy changes. You see how the sun is out now? Like it's golden, it's not so cold, the energy's not so cold. And this is pre-Empress energy. So what this is talking about, the Nine of Pentacles is, Pentacles, first of all, are for health, wealth, and happiness in the 3D. This is the element of earth, and it's represented by a coin because quite often, like money is a big part of that energy of happiness in the 3D. Having said that, all of this that has happened here, I feel like you've been in this energy a while. Like this could even represent years. And whatever happened, it made your blood run cold. That I just keep picking that up. Like it just changed you. Like in that moment, as soon as you heard that information, you changed. And this is talking about getting back to being who you were before. And so this energy, it always reminds me of Nikola Tesla, the famous inventor and genius. And he would say, if you knew the beauty of the 369, that you would have the key to the universe. And I feel like this is everything that has happened, everything you've been through. And I feel like it's been at least like 7 or 8 years. I feel like each of these swords is like another year being in this energy. And the more you're in this energy, the colder you're getting. Like you're just starting to like it's like a numbness. It's being stuck in this energy. Like you're almost like you're frozen in time. And but you do have, this is I feel who you were before you found this out. And this is talking about a ratio of, like, there's 6 pentacles here, which is 2/3 of the 9, and then 1/3 over here. So the Empress has learned through hardship a lot of the time, and this is pre-Empress energy, that you have to keep your hand on a certain ratio to make sure that you can look after yourself first. If you don't look after yourself first, you're not going to be able to look after other people. And this isn't just talking about money, but also about lifestyle. How much time, money, and energy are you going to invest in someone else? And how much are you going to keep for yourself so that you can continue to be able to invest in other people, actually? And this is like, when you're on an airplane and they'll tell you if the oxygen masks come down and, put yours on first. And the reason for that is, let's say you have a baby. As a mother, you automatically want to put it on the baby. The baby needs oxygen. But if you should pass out, how is the baby going to look after you or after themselves or you, with an oxygen mask on it? So this is talking about, sometimes you have to put yourself first. And this is learning this lesson. This is about the Empress energy. The Empress learns this through, and embodies the qualities of all 4 of the queens from the minor arcana rolled into one because of the hardship causing that, diamond in the rough being polished, basically. And the 3 of Pentacles can talk about, okay, that's what you invest in other situations. So you invest in, you might have charity or an emergency comes up. You have, maybe you want to invest in a holiday for your family, and maybe in, a more risky investment that would really pay off. But it's not going, if it doesn't work out, it's not going to ruin your ability to be able to meet your obligations. And the Falcon is talking about the foresight to understand this. And so I feel that that's one thing that you have learned. I'm getting you have learned it the hard way. And then this is talking about, it may have to do with love. And you may, I feel, because you are in this energy now, this has elevated you into this, pre-Empress energy, because of all the time that you've been in the hangman position, looking at things from all angles. How can I make this a better situation? What can I do to make this better? You're being rewarded with true love coming into you. And this is, the sun is shining on this. The sun represents God's energy. This is a divine partner being sent to you. And this is talking about a cloud between you. Means this isn't someone from your past that you have been in a relationship with. It could be someone that you know from the past, definitely. It could be someone from your child, that you went to elementary school, high school, or college, or university, or started working at your first job. It could be someone you knew from back then. Or it could represent someone maybe that you haven't seen for 7 years, 14 years, 21 years. It just depends on the situation. But I feel like definitely this is saying it's someone that you already know of at least, but it wouldn't be someone that you've already had a relationship that failed. And then this is talking, this is the 10 of Pentacles. So the 9 of Pentacles is multimillionaire. This is billionaire, trillionaire. But we're not just talking money. It's raining money. They press the golden buzzer. It's fortune after difficulty, a windfall that comes out of nowhere. Sometimes this can be talking about generational wealth, an inheritance, trust coming through for you, or maybe one of your investments really pays off big time. And this is about you moving into this new energy, and this is talking about ultimate lifestyle. So it's not just talking about money. It's talking about you could have all the money in the world, but if you don't have your love and you don't have, you're not enjoying the energy of where you're at, it's not going to be the ultimate lifestyle. So this is talking about, an easier life, one that you were meant to be. This is actually a beautiful lifestyle with someone, a companion that you really love, someone that you are passionate about, they're passionate about you. If you have children, whether you want to start a family or not, or if this is, your children are grown, whatever this is, it's kind of like a reward for hanging in there all this time. And so your children are healthy and happy, everything's worked out, the pets are happy and healthy, everything's worked out, you have time to stop and visit with the neighbors. It's that, really beautiful lifestyle that you always wanted. This is after having disappointment in love. And the cups in tarot represent love. This can be, quite often it's romantic, and that quite often this is romantic love, more often than not. But this is it can be love, romantic, but it can also be love of your family, love of friends, that sort of, love of anyone or anything. And it can also be about something you love to do or be. So this is also representing that you're with someone that you're doing what you love to do, and I feel like it's something that you love to do together. And it's also very beneficial for the world. It's like a breath of fresh air, this energy coming in. This is a gift from the divine. So this divine love coming in could be after you, in the past, you've experienced disappointment in love. There may have been a third-party energy. There could have been a lot of lying. I'm getting like a lot of deception and a lot of a lot happening behind your back here. And why? I feel it was because of this money. And quite often it is, but the reward is going to be that this is coming back to you. I really feel like when the time is right, in God's perfect timing, it's saying that this is going to come through. Now, you may have given someone 3 chances, whether that be a lover or it be, or it could be, friends, family, a business partner, whatever that is. You could have given them 3 chances and they're asking for a 4th, and you're saying, no way, 3 strikes, you're out. Or sometimes this can be that you've done your best to launch something, a project, a business, whatever, and it hasn't taken, but the universe is saying, give it one more go. You have the proper support now. I feel like you didn't have any energy behind you supporting you. I don't feel like you ever have. I don't know if you ever even understand what that's like. I feel like this has been going on since the day you were born, basically, which is really weird. It's an energy I'm picking up. And this is like a total breath of fresh air for you, that like to get out of this energy. I don't feel that this is your natural state of being cold. I feel like you were handling everything pretty well, but something that happened, you got the information, and I do feel it may have been about it was something that about a family member or something like that, or your lover or your spouse or your business partner, or maybe all of the above. It could have been all of that. And that's why it's taking you so long to sort through it all in the hangman position, having to look at things in all perspectives. But the universe is saying, give it one more go. Don't give up now. This is coming right around the corner. Once this information, once you get through this, and get out of the hangman position, and you're ready to fly again. And the King of Cups is coming in with a cup of love for you. So the king is waiting, actually has been wanting to offer this cup of love to you. But he's sitting in this turbulent water on his cement. It's like his throne is on this cement slab out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of a bunch of chaos. And so he is the one that wants to offer this love to you and this lifestyle to you. And he is waiting until this chaos dies down, because he knows for what you've been through. And so this energy is talking about waiting. He is very good with emotion. He has learned to control his emotions. This is about being in the eye of the storm. This is like the energy of the dragonfly, like fly up, fly down, hover. He's hovering right now. And I feel that this energy is coming in, and he's got his right foot forward, and you've got your right foot forward. So this is about to happen. And this is the wounded warrior energy. So this is the energy that you're in. It's talking, the wand energy is talking about the element of fire. It's talking about, the wands are made of wood. And wood fuels the fire, so this is about taking passionate action. So you're ready to move forward with action. And actually, this is also saying, this is why you're in the pre-Empress energy here. You have managed to land 8 wands, and you're about to plant this other one, and then you have just one more to go. And maybe that action is accepting this cup of love from the king. That would be awesome. Yeah, this is about healing the heartbreak. So definitely there has been some energy, and I feel that this energy, I just keep getting that, I just keep seeing someone turning white as a ghost, and it's a mixture of so many emotions all at once. And there's a stake through the heart here, and then when you look at this at first, it's 3 swords through the heart. But when you look at it again, you realize, wait, the heart's really big. So these are more like stakes, or they are more like nails, or, that type of energy. So it is something you can heal from. This is saying that you've been afraid to speak your truth. Your heart's in your throat. You could have had I don't know if you've had surgery on your throat. Your vocal cords were attacked. This is talking about shut up. Shut the F up is what I'm hearing. And this is, sometimes this can represent a third-party energy driving 2 couples apart. And that third-party energy could be a lover, or it could be family, it could be a business, it could be whatever it is. This is talking about gossip, slander, harsh words. It's really... I don't even know really the word that it's rolling around. I was going to say mean, but this is more than mean. This is calculated, So in any case, this is about you feeling that you can't speak your truth, or you did speak your truth and it just got worse. I feel that's the energy I'm picking up. Once you spoke your truth, then the wounded warrior, this is when the attacks started. You've been in a chaotic energy for a while. This is talking about other people wanting you to be in this state, so that you probably, follow the money. And this is look at that cutthroat energy. Cutthroat. That's what I was picking up, is this energy of your vocal cords being just wanting to make it so you could never speak again, make you dumb. You know what I mean? Can't hear, can't speak, can't do anything. This is talking about an energy coming at you. It's outer conflict coming towards you, and this is where you decide, okay, I'm fighting for myself. And this is talking about you've done the work here. You've gone inward. You have discipline of your mind. This is showing your the outer conflict wasn't successful, because this is also this is them laying down their sword. Okay, we don't want to fight with you anymore, because you're like anymore, because like I'm standing up for myself here, and I'm going to speak my truth. And this is talking about also at the same time the inner conflict that this has caused, and that this information that you received that day, in that moment, it changed you. And this, they weren't counting on that. They're used to you being like in this, Empress energy, where you're manifesting, you're loving, you're enjoying life, you're in the flow. And they didn't know that you could be cutthroat as well. If you're pushed to a certain limit, that you will fight back. And that's the energy. But the way you fight back is you discipline your mind. You don't lower yourself to their standards. You stay on top. So what that means is, you take your subconscious mind, which is your thoughts from when you were young, and it could have been something that happened. Like I feel this has been happening since the day you were born. And this energy, there's something here. And, so this is your subconscious mind. And yeah, you probably don't remember too much about when you were a baby, but I feel like you might remember some parts of actually when you were a baby. Something happened to you and it was really challenging. And whatever that is that happened, it could be locked in your subconscious mind, and maybe that's why you've been in the hangman position. This dragonfly is on an echinacea flower, and this is very healing energy. It's an herb that heals. And I feel that you're healing, you're healing your throat, you're healing your voice, you're healing your ability to speak up, and you're doing it in a way like this is harsh. This is real harsh energy, cutthroat, and you're not being that way. You've chosen to go back to this energy and to love, because you recognize that the only way that you can get through this is to forgive them. That's the only way you're going to heal your heart. So this is the choice you've made, is to forgive. And when you forgive someone, it doesn't mean you want to have anything to do with them again. It just means that you're moving forward and you're handing back to them what they did. And they're going to have to deal with it now, because they have. That's the wounded warrior energy. You're done being wounded. They are going to have to take responsibility for what they've done. And the universe is going to make sure that this is exactly what happens. Now, this energy here is your subconscious mind and the thoughts from your subconscious mind, and your unconscious mind, which is your soul. From a lot of people's point of view, you're a human being with a soul, but from the soul's point of view, you're traveling in a human body as a soul. And so this is about your spirituality and coming together with your unconscious mind is calm and plugged in with your subconscious mind and your conscious mind now. What you know is to be true, and it's all plugged into your heart. This is saying you've completed healing your heart. You're back into a loving state. You're ready to get going again and let this beautiful energy come in. So this is a mental prison. Quite often this can be physical prison for the people who are going to now deal with this. A cup of love is coming your way, a giant cup of love, someone that really does love you. And I'm also getting this is an energy of your father saying, I love you. This is someone on the other side. This is the wounded warrior. You're putting down any burdens that don't belong to you, and you're letting them pick up the slack. These people that were in cutthroat energy are about to find out. And this energy here is talking, you've healed your heart, you've forgiven, but forgiveness is for yourself. It's not for them. You haven't even really spoken to these people. I don't think you ever intend to speak to them again, actually. And this is talking about the energy of an ultimate lifestyle coming back to you with a lover that is meant for you, and you'll be in Empress energy at that point. This is a really intense reading. Something really, like, I don't know, it's something really, like, happened here. Like, that was, whoa, too much. All right, let's see. This is the cards here. The numbers on these cards represent the paintings in the order that they are in my gallery on my website, talesfromthevector.com. I will put them in the order they appear here so that you can see, if you want to take a look at the rest of the paintings, what they're about. So the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor now. The past, the present, and the future are coming together in a beautiful synchronicity. The Wheel of Fortune is God's plan, and that's where you are. There was a lot of dissension. It's the same with friends like this, who needs enemies. Bottom line, you've been swimming with sharks. I feel like you've been swimming with sharks from the day that you were born. So this is really challenging energy, but that challenge has brought you into this. There was deception, I feel, in all you, and it's sitting on lovers. I feel that any relationship that you had with an intimate relationship with that significant other, there is deception in every single relationship that you've ever had. And I don't know, like, you might have only had one, you might have had more than one. Like, this is, we don't know. It depends on how long you've been alive and what generation you were born in, basically. But you've had the strength and the integrity to go inward. You may have been in isolation here. This is the Eight of Wands. You may have been in isolation now for 8 years, healing from this energy. And I feel like you've had to dig really deep. This is about, in the tarot, this is the young woman reaching into the lion's mouth, a mature lion, to face her fears. You've had to face a lot of fear, and it's allowing you to step into this new energy. And then the Aries energy is coming in. It's new energy. This is talking about all the new energy coming in. There's a lot of new energy on the planet. There's been a line drawn, and it's kind of like we're seeing it. You can see it if you watch the news, if you see what's going on in the planet right now. We've had, at this time that I'm doing this reading, Uranus has been in the sign of Gemini for like about a month and a bit now. And Uranus in Gemini has not been there since World War II, 1941 to 1949, and the aftermath after it. And Uranus in Gemini is making sure the truth comes out. And we're going to be in that energy for the next 7.5, 8 years from the time I'm doing this reading. So until 2033, mid 2033, the truth is coming out. A truth a day keeps the devil at bay. And the truth is coming out in really weird ways. There was some pride involved here. This is an all or nothing energy that people can get into in karmics. That's what's so weird about the energy I'm picking up here. The cutthroat energy was unnecessary. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to figure out what happened here, down here, that the energy had to be this cutthroat, because this is like nasty energy, and it's like this energy is sitting all or nothing. This is a matter of pride to someone. It's not even like there's a lot of money here. There's like a lot of money here. There's a huge lifestyle at risk here as well. But this is all about someone getting into the karmic space of pride and saying, I'm going to have it all and you're going to have nothing. I don't know what is that important, but this is an energy that you've been in, I feel, your whole life up to now. That's why you're still in the Hangman. And you might still be in this, but know that it is shifting, it is changing, and you're not going to come out of the Hangman until you're good and ready to. And God is saying, though, when you are, it's going to be beautiful. So just hang in there. And I do hope that, like a big hug to you, whoever you are. This has been challenging, but the challenge is really, the blessings coming in are going to be bigger than the challenges you faced, which you may find hard to believe now, but that's the energy I'm picking up. So I do hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for likes and comments and subscribes. I'm honored when you subscribe. If you resonate, please do so. And I will be back with another reading about random shift. Oh, are you done, Stella? My cat was purring away, but now